episode 3.
Episode 5, man.
Okay.
Well, episode 4 was the Solo Sikoa episode.
That was a great episode. Solo continued to improve on Monday night. He had LA Knight laughing out loud in the ring.
He did. And you know what? LA Knight seems like he's enjoying himself a little bit out there now, where before he used to look like he hated everything.
Yes.
And now he's laughing. Looks like he's having a good time now.
He does. He did seem caught off guard. I don't know how much of these guys know when somebody's going to interrupt, but when Solo first came out and he was giving his little speech and he went to say yeah, and Solo beat it to him in the crowd, and LA Knight, he either was caught off guard by that, or he's a pretty good actor. And I guess these guys are on TV all the time, so they might have a little bit of acting chops, but he did seem legitimately surprised but happy that him and Solo were in the ring together.
Yeah, and Solo doing the Matrix when he was getting his warning shot from the Usos was pretty amazing.
And I'm sure they're going to keep doing it because it helps Solo with his gimmick. But if I were Jey Uso and Solo had mocked my gimmick, my warning shot gimmick so bad, I would stop doing it.
Well, they're all, what are they, brothers, cousins, whatever they are?
Yes.
And I mean, they're in on it, right? Because Jey Uso even said, "Oh, you got your stupid new shirt on too," to kind of draw attention that Solo's got his pew 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 shirt now. So yeah, they're just trying to build up Solo's character. I think the Usos are good with it. The Usos have.
Yeah, that's where I was going at. It's like, well, I'm sure they're used to it, but yeah, like realistically, he would stop saying it because every time I say it, you're just gonna say pew pew pew, and then the crowd's gonna laugh at me even more.
Yeah.
The pew pew's over more than the original gimmick ever was. So.
Yeah, and it works because the Usos are trying to be so serious now.
Yes.
Right? They're trying to be, badass, super serious guys, and then you got Solo Sikoa just making fun of them, and LA Knight kind of poking fun at him a little bit too.
Yeah, it's like they flip-flopped like from 6 months ago. Solo Sikoa was more goofy off stage at the live shows, but he was really serious, on camera and the enforcer and all that. And Jey Uso was going through his gimmicky geek phase and all that, and seemed they've reversed. Like you said, Solo's goofy now. He's the one getting all the crowds, and he's over. And the Usos are kind of going back to where they were 4 or 5 years ago, where they were just the crazy, the henchmen of Roman Reigns and the tough guys, and kind of that crazy Islander eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? It's kind of scares me though. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, how many times on Raw did Solo Sikoa go, "No, hey, look, I just want to say thank you." He just kept telling them thank you, which. I feel like
I think a turn's coming. That's where I was going to bring it up later.
I feel like
I didn't want to burst your bubble just
they're
yet.
Trying to set up a swerve here. That'd be a huge mistake right now. A swerve can happen, but I wouldn't do it right now.
No, I think it happens several months down the line. I think we're several months away from Roman versus LA Knight, because we got Roman's going to be maybe it happens at Survivor Series. I think it happens at that time. And I think it sets up another Roman versus Solo Sikoa. I don't know that it leads to Solo going back to the bloodline as much as it leads to another Solo versus Roman Reigns matchup, where
it could be another Solo Roman Reigns tribal combat match. And then just like Jacob Fatu, right? Because WWE, not like they don't like to, rehash
never
storylines, but they may in this case.
Yeah, I could see Solo turning on LA Knight to save the family, and then Roman getting pissed at Solo because, like he told Jacob, like he took a beating two Monday Night Raws ago because he told Jacob, "Leave me alone. I want to handle LA Knight by myself."
Right.
So if he's telling Jay and Jimmy and Jacob to stay out of it, and Solo interfere, he helped him win a match he wanted to win on his own. So we've talked about how this new Roman Reigns wants to do things on his own, wants to establish himself as a dominant wrestler who can win the championship and maintain the championship and defend it without needing help and interference from the outside. So if Solo were to interfere, even though Roman didn't ask for it, I think it would make Roman irate and upset him.
Yeah.
But then again, it's your boy LA Knight gets cheated out of a championship again. So
yeah, which is probably going to happen anyway. How long have we been recording already, Jeff?
I don't know. I thought you started the timer probably about 10 minutes.
All right. Well, I just turned 6 minutes.
Okay.
I just turned on the microphones.
I thought Shy Guy said he could hear us.
Yeah, they can hear us because we're going through OBS, but I forgot to hit the button over here.
So we didn't record any of it?
I might be able to save it.
Okay, well, alrighty then. That was great conversation between the three of us.
Yeah.
And there's 5 people watching live. So great conversation between the 7 of us.
Yeah, I botched that one, but that's okay.
It's
I
all
might be
good.
able to pull it from the video. So
I botch every one of our videos just by being in the video, so you're allowed to botch them once in a while, Joe.
So yeah, so the first 6 minutes of this may be not great. We'll see. I'll try to pull it from the YouTube video. But
so what'd you think about the match at the end of the night? You know, we had LA Knight and Solo versus the Usos, and then what's his name? Royce. Royce Keys.
That's his name.
Coming out in interference with his new faction, which there was a mistake. I don't know if you catch it, but Corey Graves actually called him Hobbs.
Yeah, and then
he
the other
corrected
guy
himself.
just kept saying,
I think you meant Royce Keys.
Royce Keys, it's Roy. He just kept yelling it.
Yeah.
Best 6 minutes ever. I know. I screwed that up, so I'm gonna have to just re-download the video that we're uploading right now, and then pull the audio from that for that first 6 minutes.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Joe's a tech guy. He knows how to solve it. And if not, oh well, we'll make do. It's our fifth video of the next 500 to 5,000. So it's 1% of our videos that will be messed up. So
that's a lot of editing.
Joe's been perfect on the rest of his videos.
But yeah, so Royce Keys, OTM interfere, kind of lay out Solo Sikoa and LA Knight, and then we could do a dramatic
reenactment. I'm such a great actor.
Anyway, we could do bad lip reading too.
Oh, that would be even funnier. There you go. Shy Guy, find a partner and you could do bad lip reading for us. That would be great.
And then they laid out the Usos too. Now, do you think, could they do Survivor Series War Games with 3 teams?
That would be an interesting change up. I wouldn't say why not. There's 2 rings. There's plenty enough, and they might even be able to do. Didn't one time at one point back in WCW? Didn't they have a 3rd ring at one point?
They had one where they had rings on top of rings.
Yes.
They had to climb up and stuff. And the title was like in this little teeny ring way at the top.
But obviously they have the Royal Rumble every year where they have up to 30 people in a ring. So I don't think getting, maybe they could do teams of 4 and have 12 or even up to 15. I wouldn't see why not. Or
I think they did it in
us.
NXT before.
Maybe they hear us and they actually do an elimination version of it where that way they don't have to have all 15 guys in the ring. They can start it out like Elimination Chamber, or not like Elimination Chamber, or like War Games where they have only one person in the ring at a time and they add new people. But once somebody's pinned, they're eliminated for good. And all of 2 teams have to be eliminated.
Yeah, maybe. I think they did something in NXT like this where they've had multiple teams, like more than 2 teams.
Okay.
In something like that, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, because with OTM and Royce Keys attacking Royce Hobbs, he's attacking both teams. Like they really can't turn around and join unless they try. Unless they get 2 more guys and somehow LA Knight and Solo are forced to team up with Roman Reigns and the Usos, which doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, let's think of this. Okay, so say they go the 3-team route.
Okay.
All right. So who do you got? You got the Bloodline, which is the Usos, Roman, and Jacob.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. So we'll say at one point, say they just stay with 4 on 4 on 4.
Okay, so
that's
then you
12
have
guys instead of 10.
But then you have Solo and LA Knight.
Right.
Who's their other 2 partners?
They just tag teamed shortly before with Royce Keys, so obviously he's out.
Gonna be him.
Could they do some sort of gather up a division? Bron Breakker's too busy with Oba Femi, I think, to get involved.
But
there.
Who knows what's going to be come Survivor Series?
Yeah. God, throw Oba Femi in with Roman Reigns in them. That's a 5-man team right there. Sets up the future Oba Femi versus Roman match if they have some sort of beef during the match.
I would say Oba with LA Knight and
you think so?
And Solo, and then Oba if he was going to join one of the teams, and then maybe do a 4-way. Have the Vision.
That's what I was getting at. Have LA. Well, no, because you wouldn't put LA Knight. Yeah, the Vision are heels, so you wouldn't. You could potentially put them with OTM and Royce Keys if you were looking at a 5-man team. Yeah, it's hard to round out.
I was going to say, then you have the history of Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu, but I guess they just fought, so I doubt they're buddies right now. So
yeah, I'm not sure where they're going, obviously, unless it's Zilla Fatu. I know he's been on
I've
NXT.
heard he'll be up before.
You think they're going to rush him up to the main show?
So that could be a 5th for the Bloodline.
Okay.
But then that means I got to find 3 more people for LA Knight and Solo, and then 2 more people for OTM and Royce Keys.
Unless somehow next week LA Knight and Solo come out and apologize and make amends with Royce Keys, and there's your 5 right there. Solo, LA Knight, Royce Keys, and OTM. I mean, they've got a month, they've got 2 months actually, because War Games isn't till, Thanksgiving weekend. So you've got 2 months.
Yeah, but the way, maybe that would give them a 5-on-5 for sure. But the way they were showing OTM and Royce Keys, some people are calling them Shield 2.0. I've heard that come around. They're listed as heels. They're a heel faction.
Okay, they are listed as heel. Okay.
When they just moved the bloodline, all the heels now as well.
Okay, are they? Because I was going to say Jay and Jimmy every week appear more heel, while Roman appears to be trending face. We've said, but you've argued he's leaning heel. I've argued he was trending face. So
yeah, they're listed as heels.
Okay,
so
makes sense based on their history, but not what we've seen of Roman this year. But
but that would kind of work though, right? Because you would have heel bloodline against face LA Sokoas, whatever they want to call themselves, against the OTM faction, who just beat up both of them.
Right,
they're kind of in the middle and just don't care. They're
here to just.
they're
take
heels
everybody.
for sure, but they're kind of like they'll beat up heels too. They really don't care.
So going back to your Shield 2.0, my boy Seth Rollins doesn't have anything going on right now. Throw him in there.
Probably would think he would join with LA Knight and Solo.
Or Royce Keys and
but he's
OTM.
kind of like a good guy now, though.
He's flipped back and forth too. I'm just because
and he
you
has
mentioned
history,
Shield.
and he has history with Roman,
right?
So maybe he would want to fight against Roman.
I guess they made up, or maybe they could take him on as an honorary Uce, because him and Roman made up after their SummerSlam match.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely something to watch in the future. That we assume that's one of their biggest matches of the year. Survivor Series is one of the big 4. They like having they like forcing their big names into this match in one way or another. And
because then you got CM Punk floating around. You got
Cody Rhodes floating around. They have done that the last couple of years where they've merged shows. Got at that point Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre's
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens just came back. So yeah, there's lots of different ways they could do. And maybe they can do multiple matches, a SmackDown version and a Raw version. They don't have to merge the shows. So
yeah, maybe Danhausen will join the OTM and completely ruin them.
There you go. Danhausen can bring along his new puppets in The Miz and Kit Wilson. And there you go.
It can be Danhausen TM.
There you go. That'd be 6 then, Joe.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, that would be that. Yeah.
Now we're getting way too big. That's just getting ridiculous.
Yeah. So anyway, what'd you think of OTM?
They look big.
Yeah, they're
big
big
and young. So they were, they fit right. Like I saw them and it's like, wait a minute. They make Royce Keys look a little small, or at least normal size. So they look taller than him and just as maybe not quite as built as them, but they fit next to him in look wise.
Yeah. And it actually looked like Royce Keys gave a damn about being there for once.
Yes. Yeah.
So maybe Royce Keys likes this.
He's really come a lot. We talk about guys that's changed their appearance. When he first came out earlier this year, not necessarily Royal Rumble, but like in his first couple SmackDown appearances, he looked scared. He looked timid.
He looked like
uncomfortable, like he didn't know who he was or what character he was supposed to be.
Yeah, I was liking him to. I remember Big E.
I know of Big E, but I never watched him wrestle.
That's kind of who he reminded me of, just because just a mountain of a guy. But like Big E was always like wanted to give everyone a hug, and he was like a big teddy bear or whatever. And that's kind of how I was reading Royce Keys when he first started coming around. But like not anymore.
Yeah. So they kind of right before he got taken out by Jacob Fatu, he went a little darker. He was a little bit more aggressive in his matches. So that kind of. He has more of that heel when he's acting that heelish or he's acting angry or intense. It seems to fit his persona better, and he's more comfortable doing that than like he said he is playing the nice guy. Yeah. So yeah, he's come a long way character wise in the 9 months or so that he's been on TV now.
Yeah. So I liked it.
So yeah, it's another young addition to WWE. We've had a lot of we asked for it at WrestleMania when they started introducing the Oba Femis and the Javon Evans, and shortly thereafter, and now they continuing since then to add young talent.
They're adding it
on
like
the men and
crazy
women's
now.
side. Now there is some cost to that. We've seen some of our favorite wrestlers like a Bayley or a Dragunov that unfortunately are either not coming back or rumored to not be coming back. They got to make room for the young, you would assume cheaper talent. That's why some of these, older veterans get let go. They expect more money because they're their names. But, WWE is a business, and, you've got to move the stars in and keep the talent fresh.
I mean, it'd probably also help if like their top talent wrestle at all the events too.
I mean, like, who's not wrestling? If Roman wrestles when he needs to wrestle. He's wrestled more this year than I think he has the last 2 years combined. After he lost the championship, he kind of took some time away and didn't wrestle as much. He's been around more, but yeah, I mean, he's probably by far the most paid wrestlers. I've seen numbers up to like 15, 16 million. And he really only wrestles at the PLEs and not even every PLE. So we'll see. It'll be a nice surprise having him on Monday Night Raw in Mexico City defending his championship. Give the international crowd something to see.
Yes. My only issue with that, Jeff, is they've kind of already announced his next defense after that, which implies he's not losing to Penta or Rey Fenix.
They've just said that LA Knight wants a shot at the title. Not that he's using Roman Reigns' name, but I think LA Knight would be happy going against a Penta. You don't think so?
No.
I mean, I agree with you. Roman Reigns isn't going to lose to Penta or Rey Fenix, but for storytelling, he wants what he wants. I think he just wants a shot at the title. He just wants to be recognized, Joe. He just wants what he has coming to him. He just wants his fair share.
I agree. He should have it. I've been calling for him to be champion for a while. What else, Jeff? What else you got?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what I had. Remember I said I had something?
You did have something.
And I forgot it. I should have just told you then.
And I had something. So,
it might have been the OTM thing, the Survivor Series thing.
Okay, well, there's that. What we got coming up? So Saturday night's main event, Sunday night's main event, the first ever Sunday night's main event.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that card real quick. What do we know so far?
I know they announced 2 matches, well, 3, but originally they announced 2 matches, both matches that they announced originally, WrestleMania caliber matches.
Yes.
Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton.
Yes, sir.
Without Pat McAfee.
Without Pat McAfee this time, or Jelly Roll or anybody, those other guys.
And then Oba Femi and Bron Breakker, which is sure to turn into a cluster at the end and some kind of DQ, no contest finish.
So we've talked about that a little bit more. I think this week's Raw, that's what I expect. 2 things. Last week's SmackDown with CM Punk taking on Kevin Owens for the championship and Sammy interfering. I expect that something very similar to happen at Sunday night's main event, where Logan Paul, Bron Breakker come out. Not Bron Breakker. Logan Paul or Austin Theory come out to help Bron Breakker and either cost him the match or cause a DQ. I don't see a clean victory either way. We've talked about that on our show.
Yeah, neither guy right now can take a clean loss.
Right. I think what I expect more to happen is I think that's going to be the return of Bronson Reed. And I think Bronson Reed comes in, and this is the first time we see Oba Femi get destroyed. I think the 4 people of the Vision, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed just lay down Oba Femi, and he tries to fight back, and he fights for a bit, and eventually he gets like 17 tsunamis off the top rope.
So if that happens, what if LA Knight and Solo Sikoa come out to help setting up?
But what's their motivation?
Because they want Oba Femi on their Survivor Series team.
I guess. I mean, more likely at that point, you would be likely to see someone like a Seth Rollins or whatever hell happened to the Street Profits come back.
They only come back to win the title.
And then they lose it.
And then they lose it.
And then they
disappear. Again. Yep.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's do you have different expectations of that match, or anything else you would like to discuss on that match?
On that particular match?
Yeah.
No. I mean, it should be a hard-hitting match. It'll probably be interesting, right? Both guys are going to have moments where they're going to look like they're dominant. It's going to be a goofy ending.
Why we were shocked
back of my head
at SummerSlam to see Oba Femi just crush Brock Lesnar, it made a little bit of sense where they were both at in their careers at that time. It would not make sense for Oba Femi to do something like that to Bron Breakker. It would not make sense for Bron Breakker to somehow do that to Oba Femi, unless, of course, there was interference from the Vision. And even then, the way they've sold Oba Femi taking out chair shots and 17 F5s and everything like that. Oba Femi, unless they just absolutely want to blow him up and have him take out the entire Vision, stack all four of them on top of each other and get the pin.
At that point, if they're going to do that, then they just need to get rid of the Vision.
Yeah.
So you have those two matches that are. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you have any thoughts on the other match?
Yes.
Cody Rhodes versus Randy
Orton. That one?
Yeah.
No, should be a decent match. I feel a lot of it's getting lost because there's no title this time. But I
Doesn't
think
the winner get a championship match?
Yeah, I think they
similar
get
to like a number one contender match, which was something else that upset your boy Sami Zayn, that he felt Cody keeps getting rematch after rematch and chance after chance, and he doesn't. So,
and I think this might be where we finally see the full switch of Cody Rhodes to go heel.
that would make sense. They did try Randy earlier this year, and I don't think it worked. We know it didn't work. The crowd just wouldn't turn on him. The more angry and violent he got, the more the crowd was behind him and cheered him.
Yeah, they wanted to see him just do carnage.
So if Cody were to do something similar against Randy, that the crowd, I think the crowd's ready to turn on Cody. I think they might cheer it as well, but because I think they want him to turn.
Yeah.
So that might be a problem where the crowd is ready to cheer his turn, and that again makes it hard for them to be a true heel when the crowd's turning on you. But yeah, I could see something. Anything true to the, you could think Paul Heyman might be there that evening in the corner of the Vision. Any truth to these rumors that someone like Cody Rhodes might surprise the world by joining a Paul Heyman?
We didn't even think about that either. If the Vision needed another person, could it be Cody Rhodes? He did drop that line at the end, which was, I think it was a little on the nose because it was the exact line. It wasn't a hint like when Bron Breakker said whoever the big dog was that used to run back then. Obviously a reference to Roman Reigns when he was the big dog.
Yes.
But Cody Rhodes just said Paul Heyman's line.
Yes.
Like verbatim.
That's not a prediction. That's a promise.
Or a spoiler.
Spoiler, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that could be. I mean, maybe they don't do anything with the Bloodline and the Royce Keys and OTM and all those guys. Maybe the Survivor Series is the Vision and Cody Rhodes versus, God, if you can think about it, you can throw Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
You can throw a whole
but I guess,
conglomerate.
Is
from
Paul
SmackDown
Heyman
together.
still with the Vision?
I don't know. We haven't even talked about that. I was thinking about that. It does appear maybe not after, what's his name? Bron Breakker almost snapped on him and told him to sign the contract on behalf of Oba Femi. Yeah, we haven't even touched base on that one yet.
Yeah, but I don't think that was Paul Heyman being a Vision guy. I think he was out there as a Bron Breakker guy.
Yeah, but as a Bron Breakker guy, Bron Breakker's in the Vision.
Yeah, but he was not. But I don't think he cares about Austin Theory and Logan Paul.
Paul Heyman has been very in and out with the Vision since Brock Lesnar came back earlier this year. He's there 1 week, he's not there the next. We've talked about that several times on our show. He told Bron Breakker, Oba Femi has impressed me. If you want my respect, you need to earn it. Go out and earn my respect. So yeah, it could be and then with Bron getting upset with Paul Heyman, telling him the last couple weeks, where's your boy? Where's your best friend? Referring to Oba Femi. If Paul Heyman still wants to be a part of the Vision, I don't think Bron Breakker still wants him around or doesn't trust him. So, but we haven't seen a true fallout or a true cutting of the cord or cutting of their, relationship. I think we may see that at some point where Bron Breakker spears Paul Heyman or something like that, but we haven't seen it yet. So until I'm told otherwise, I'm going to assume he's still a part of the Vision, even in very loose connection.
Very loose part.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you have two WrestleMania caliber matches, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Great
then,
matches.
Then they announce a third match. Usually the Saturday night main event, in this case Sunday night's main event, have 4 matches, maybe 5, depends.
We've seen one, I think, with 3, because I think they had like John Cena's retirement. Or they had other events going on that night that took up some time. But yeah, 3 to 5 matches. So
the third of the possible 5, we'll say 5, but it'll probably be 4, is Baron Corbin.
Yes, sir.
Who it's nice that, he has the title, and it's nice that they're putting the title on TV.
Exactly. Title match on a Sunday night's main
Except
event.
I don't think it's a title match, Jeff.
Oh, he's got the championship.
He has the
Why wouldn't he defend it against Carmelo Hayes? Or Trick Williams?
Yeah.
Or both of them. Just put them in a triple threat match. Come on, that would be amazing television, Joe.
Because why would
for the first ever Sunday night's main event?
Because why would they do that, Jeff, when he can wrestle Lil Yachty for 5 minutes, and if Lil Yachty wins, then Trick Williams gets a title shot?
He doesn't even have to win, Joe.
Or he just has to survive.
He's just got to survive.
5
Why
minutes.
isn't this match at Survivor Series?
Yeah.
All he's got to do is survive. Put it in a cage at Survivor Series.
So obviously what's going to happen here is Lil Yachty's going to survive, probably with a lot of help from Trick Williams.
Yes. Maybe a little bit of help from Carmelo Hayes. Maybe.
I wouldn't mind it, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they know what to do. He's almost like a Blake Monroe situation. I don't think they know what to do with him. But
does Baron Corbin have any old connections in the WWE that they could try and surprise us with?
they do. He does.
Who?
When he left WWE,
Okay.
he was in NXT again. He went back down to NXT.
Right before he left for good, yes.
He was a tag team champion
Okay.
with
I have no idea.
Bron Breakker.
Ooh, there's your vision. There's your fifth vision guy, Joe.
They were tag team champions in NXT, Bron Breakker and Baron Corbin.
Okay, that's an interesting
And
connection.
They were over. The crowd cheered for them when they came out. They liked them.
Were they heels or were they faces?
I think it was like the WWE thing. They were like tweeners.
Bron Breakker, when he first came in, was a bit of a face.
Yeah.
He was a bit of he leaned face because of the dog and the barking and the crowd root for, but he had, he was angry and vicious and he's kind of a tweener.
The same thing. Yeah. And that's kind of how Baron Corbin was too.
So-
Like big, powerful guy, but kind of played to the crowd a little bit. So,
I could see Bron Breakker. Baron Corbin's been coming out on the motorcycle.
yeah.
Bron Breakker at times wears the motorcycle.
Under Corbin.
Under Corbin.
Under
Bron Breakker.
Baron Taker.
Yeah, Bron Breakker at times has come out in the leather motorcycle type jacket.
The
in honor of
Barrakin Badass.
You're killing me over here. But I could see the vision coming out like all of those guys being the type to come out on a motorcycles together, being like a motorcycle
They
gang.
can be a motorcycle gang. The Vision become a motorcycle gang.
The Barrision.
The Barrision.
There
Yep.
you go. So I don't know, but I was going to say maybe Baron Corbin, or I'm sorry, Trick Williams. We've had 2 or 3 matches with them already. Not that I don't want to see Trick Williams win the title back, but maybe he tries to help a little Yachty, and Baron Corbin has somebody come out and help him and even the odds, and he gets the pin at like 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Little Yachty submits or something.
I just don't think they're gonna have Lil Yachty lose.
He could, like I said, maybe Carmelo Hayes interferes to help Baron Corbin because he wants another title shot. He doesn't want Trick Williams to have it. I'm trying to think of ways to swerve and make this match at least somewhat interesting that we don't have to see,
But the most important thing
What's that?
is you can buy Lil Yachty's stock right now on
There
WSX
we
on
go.
our Discord.
Oh yeah, for his first match, if you think
Yep.
he might actually win, his
Yep.
stock could double in price overnight.
He's in there. But he has to win. It can't be like a DQ or something. Well, I guess it could be a DQ if he wins. But so anyway, and then I heard a rumored 4th match.
Yeah, you were telling me about this earlier.
That hasn't been announced or anything like that, but just a rumor that I read, which is going to be the Fatal Influence, which is Fallon Henley, JC Jane, and Lainey Reed.
Okay, you did a much better job remembering their names than I ever do.
And they're your team.
I do like
I
them.
still think they're going to be gone before too long.
Because they all 3 of them have championships.
Does anyone care that they have a ton? Have they done anything with them?
I care. They've defended them and they've won.
And then against Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and Tatum Paxley. Okay. I heard that's a rumored.
Are they setting up a breakup of that group? Because Charlotte Flair does not seem to like Tatum Paxley, and Alexa Bliss seems to be in, and that was always kind of a weird team anyway. Reluctant team. Charlotte never really wanted to be in a tag team and all that.
Well, I think some of that actually comes from like she says in her interviews that she's happy about it and stuff like that. But Charlotte, for some reason, thinks she deserves to be the world champion and only the world champion, and she should be the only world champion ever.
Yes.
I disagree. I don't think she's very good in the ring. I think she's mid-tier when it comes to wrestling.
If she was ever good in the ring, I missed it. Her matches the last few years, I've seen they're just the same spot after same spot after same spot. And
in fairness, a lot of those have been against Jade Cargill, who is in the bottom tier of wrestling skill.
And as she's gotten older, like again, she's great. She's in great shape. She still moves relatively well, but her
she
moves,
wears diapers.
Her moves require precise timing, and whether it's her part or the people she's wrestling, they just some of the moves she does, like that front flip, crossover, clothesline, she's got all this momentum, and she slows herself down to do a flip and then do a clothesline, which
it looks weird.
It slows it down
fluid.
where Grayson Waller had a very similar, but he did a somersault. And when he did it, like he came flying through the ropes and would do that somersault. And it actually looked like he was gaining momentum, where Charlotte Flair's looks to actually be slowing her down.
Our Dragon League gaining momentum through the air.
Yes. Yeah. And the last couple times she's attempted the figure 8, whether it's her having a knee injury or somebody she's wrestling or just a botch, she doesn't fully lock in the move and lock the legs the way she's supposed to. And I've seen that called out online a few times. So, I don't know. Maybe that's why, again, they've got her in a tag match, because she is aging and she's to kind of extend her career.
You said the A word, Jeff.
Aging? I mean, we're all aging, buddy. I just hit 50. What are you going to do?
Speak for yourself.
I know. You look great.
Speak
You're
for
10
yourself.
years younger than me every day.
Yep. I look 20.
No, any thoughts on that? Any other thoughts? I know you're not big. You're Alexa Bliss fan, and that's about it. And that trio, or that double trio.
I don't know enough about Tatum Paxley to know how I feel about her yet. Apparently, her first match is on SmackDown.
Okay, she wrestling this week. I know they recorded it last night. But I've tried to avoid spoilers. I like watching it live and not having everything spoiled. So,
but. So I don't know enough about her, but I'm not a Charlotte fan. I'm definitely not a Fatal Influence fan. So it'll be like throwaway match for me. Actually, both that one and the other one. I'll watch them.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna watch them. We're gonna be there because we're gonna be live streaming them.
Yeah.
So join us. Again, if you're listening to this beforehand, hopefully you are. Join the Discord. Sure, Joe puts the link on all our stuff. It's out there on our Facebook. But we can make predictions of it, and we'll be obviously watching it and predicting it and talking about the outcome as it happens. So it's going to have an effect on our WSX market. So
it's in the
description.
It's in the description there.
Awesome.
So, what else, Jeff? If they added a 5th match, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. So
Okay,
I don't know if they're going to add 5 or not.
4 would probably be good. I expect a lot of craziness that night. I wouldn't be surprised, in the Cody Randy match going back. Drew McIntyre was involved in those guys. We're waiting on his return.
Apparently, it's not coming anytime soon.
Really? You've seen something?
He's filming stuff like
filming
crazy.
Another movie? Okay. Well, good for him. Get that money where
the
you can.
Druids or something like that.
Okay.
Land of the Druids. I don't know. Something to do with Druids. And then he has Highlander too. So, couple last things. Oh, did you hear my voice crack? That's how young I am, Jeff. My voice is still cracking. My voice is changing.
I'm over the hill, and he's just entering puberty over here. So,
if the Baron Corbin Lil Yachty match isn't careful, the entirety may happen during a commercial.
Saturday night's main event. Yeah, it was. No, that's on Peacock Live. Actually, they don't air that on NBC anymore. They air it on Peacock. And if I recall, the last Saturday's main event we did, I think we were very happy with the lack of commercials. They didn't seem to be as much breakout. But we'll pay attention. But you're right. That is the type of quickness that could happen during a Raw commercial. The Raw commercials this week felt extra long.
They did. And who'd Penta wrestle? La Parka. That was the other thing. I know we talked about it in our main event video, but we were talking about how they're not introducing these wrestlers to the crowds.
Yes, with promo videos for these AAA wrestlers.
Even worse, La Parka, his whole entrance got cut during commercial, and he was just in the ring. Now, the live crowd saw it for sure, but people at home didn't. Yeah. There's more people at home watching than there are live.
Yeah, when they first announced this AAA tournament, my assumption was it was just a way. It was a way to try and get the U.S. audience to learn some of these wrestlers and to buy in and want to start watching them on AAA. on, I think, the WWE's YouTube channel. It airs like every Saturday night or so. I've watched a couple of them. They're big events. They're actually some pretty good matches. But is this something they're just doing as a way to fill time and give people time off? Because like you said, they're not letting any of the AAA wins to build any type of an audience.
Yeah.
They're not giving the AAA wrestlers any type of an entrance or intro to the U.S. audience to even garner interest in them. Like you said, his entrance music wasn't shown, or his entrance down the aisle. They didn't do any type of a 3-minute promo video explaining who these guys are.
Yep.
How am I supposed to care about them and want to go watch them if they lose? They put on decent matches, but they all lost, and they didn't get a true introduction.
And the AAA tournament, the finals are 2 WWE guys, and it's held at a WWE Monday Night Raw. I mean, yes, it's in Mexico, but
yeah, I get it. It's a big event in Mexico, and I get that. But like you said, they should have did this when somebody like Jey Uso was the champion, because I could have seen someone like Penta beating Jey Uso for the heavyweight champion, or Sami Zayn. This might have been the perfect way for Sami Zayn to lose. Actually hold his title and defend it for a bit, and then lose it to someone like this. And Sami Zayn, the underdog, has another underdog story, giving the title to a Penta or even a Rey Fenix. At that point, I could see Rey Fenix. I could maybe see there's a 5% chance of Penta beating Roman Reigns. There's a 0% chance of Rey Fenix beating Roman Reigns.
Never know.
Yeah, so
they let Sami Zayn win.
Yeah, they did. They did. And he pinned Cody Rhodes. So
but based on the way they've been booked, I don't see Rey Fenix. Even if he does beat Penta, which I also doubt what's going to happen, definitely don't see him beating. Unless that's their plan. They know people know Rey Fenix isn't going to beat Roman, but if he puts on a good match, that kind of
you can build a crowd in a loss. You can, but it's just.
What else, Jeff? What else we got?
That's what I have. Let me scroll through. Do you have any other notes? Anything you want to talk about? Anything? Any interest in talking about Big Cass's first match? Any more on the Bloodline situation?
Big Cass's first match, I mean, like I said, it's tough, man. The guy's 300 pounds. Oh, I remember. I remember what I was going to say.
Rewind it. Bring it back.
No, it's perfect for this, actually.
Okay.
That's what reminded me of it. It's just tough for a guy like, I mean, I don't know how hard it is for him, but it seems like it would be difficult. The guy's 6'8", whatever he is, 6'7", 6'8".
They call him a near 7-footer. So let's say by WWE standards, he's 6'10".
He's an absolute unit. The guy is 300 pounds of just one giant solid muscle. Fighting a guy who, I mean, he probably does like sets a 30 on the bench press with weight that's more than what Javon Evans is.
Yes.
And Javon Evans is so fast, bouncy, whatever. But he's so quick and moves like, and I think it's a difficult way. It's difficult to look good when there's such a difference.
Yeah, I agree.
In sizes.
In Big Cass, by the way, I just looked it up. He's 40. He just turned 40 about 10 days ago. So happy birthday, Big Cass.
But this is what I was going to bring up to you. I didn't notice this. Again, I read it, doing a little research pre-show research.
Yes, sir.
And Corey Graves, if you notice, didn't say a whole lot about Big Cass at all in that match. It was all Michael Cole.
I did not. I mean, I listened to the commentator, but I don't really pay attention to who's saying what.
The only thing he said towards the end, was how Big Cass only wants to pick on guys smaller than him, based on nothing good. Anything he said about him, and it was very short at the very end.
Which was odd. I don't know. It's just odd because Corey Graves normally walks like Wade Barrett. Mm-hmm. They walk the line where they're a little pro heel, kind of similar to the way Bobby the Brain and Jerry Lawler used to be. And then Michael Cole and Joe Tessitore, they're kind of like on the face, and they call out the heels for their behavior and this, that, and the other. So,
but there's a reason why.
Is there beef?
Yes. Corey Graves' wife. She used to be a WWE wrestler. Look her up.
Yep.
What's her name? Drawing a blank.
Can't know everything, Joe.
Help me, chat.
Yeah.
What's her name? Starts with an M.
Carmelia? Carmella?
Yeah.
Corey Graves' spouse.
Yeah, Carmella.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, because she used to go, Mella has money or whatever.
Okay.
Her and Big Cass used to be a couple.
Ooh. Spicy.
Before Corey Graves and
Okay.
her, obviously. And apparently there was... Now, I read that there was... Something got physical. That's what I read.
Okay.
Now, I don't know exactly what that means. Something got physical in a good way between those two. They were dating for a few years, so
Okay.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Or something got physical in a bad way between those two. Or something got physical between Big Cass and Corey Graves. I don't really know that part of it.
Okay.
But there is definite like real world beef between those two.
But yeah, I mean, going back to the match, I'm going to look into that real quick. My issue with it, I agree with you. I think putting Big Cass coming out and establishing himself as a monster in destroying somebody who's over like a Javon Evans before and after matches made sense because you're establishing I'm a heel. I'm going to destroy this guy. The fans like to root for him. Okay. But his first match should have been, he didn't look comfortable in the ring with somebody as young and fast and flying and bouncy as Javon Evans. Like, that's the type of guy they put Javon Evans against Rusev, and that doesn't work well either. But like Rusev is somebody big like Big Cass would have looked more impressive throwing somebody like Rusev around.
Yeah, I'm not, and it almost, I hate to say it, but it kind of looks like they're burying Javon Evans now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they felt he's 22 years old. Let's give him a run. We gave him a push. He got, he's over with the crowd. We know we can go back to him at any time. I don't know. Maybe he's going to be,
I don't think the crowd works that way anymore.
Yeah.
I think once they see someone start getting buried and they're never going to win, I think they just kind of stop caring about him anymore. And I mean, I don't know, because I guess Solo's getting over now, and he was kind of in that role for a little bit too. So
yeah, doing a quick search online, it's just the Big Cass and Carmella dated for nearly 3 years, from 2014 to 2017, before going through a messy breakup.
Okay, so maybe there was something
So
there.
Carmella then began dating Corey Graves, and the couple got married in 2020. It talks about the silence that Big Cass, when he first made his appearance a couple weeks ago, Corey Graves went completely silent, left the broadcast partner Michael Cole to handle the segment alone. And then he broke his silence this week, but he went off on Cass labeling him a coward and a bully who targets smaller opponents out of personal insecurities. So maybe is Corey Graves going to return to the ring, or maybe
that was something too that I read, that maybe they were going to set up an angle there.
But yeah, nothing really there. Nothing goes into what exactly happened or where the beef is. It's just speculating. It's because they're dating the same person. So
interesting though, nonetheless.
Yeah. So
something I forgot to mention on our main event show, Joe.
Go ahead, bud.
Is next week our show is going to be late.
Next week? What day?
I won't be home on Tuesday.
What are you talking about?
I'll be in Seattle.
I've been driving all over the state of Michigan to be here on Tuesdays.
I suggested that and was told we won't be home until after 10 p.m.
On Tuesday?
Yeah.
Guess what? I just won't have a bedtime that day. So we're going to record on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we're going to record it on Wednesday.
That works for me.
Our podcast will be a day late next week, and our video will probably also be a day late next week.
That works. I will add it to my calendar.
I meant to mention that during the main event, but I forgot.
Okay. Well, you can add a tagline at the end of the main event and let people know. Let our hundreds and thousands of subscribers know that, hey, we'll be a week late, but we're coming for you.
A day late.
We're coming back for you. A day late and $1 short. Late. But you know what, Joe?
What, Jeff?
Oh, no, it's not next week. Next week's not Labor Day. I was thinking we would be on live on Sunday, on Sunday's main event, but that's the following weekend.
That's the following weekend.
So yeah, that Wednesday, we're going to have to record our predictions. We're going to have to, we got lots to do.
Got lots to do that day.
Awesome.
Speaking of spoilers, because you said you don't like spoilers, so obviously the SmackDown was recorded.
Yes.
This coming Friday, so in 2 days, 3 days.
Okay.
They're recording Raw and SmackDown for next week's.
Oh wow, they're recording that because of the holiday weekend.
Because the holiday, they're giving all the wrestlers the week off.
Okay.
So
watch what you look on Facebook. And if you come look at our Facebook, we will not post any spoilers.
He won't. I might.
Okay, then let me know. Tag it spoiler. So, but yeah.
So anything else, Jeff?
The last thing I had was the last couple weeks, we've introduced this new 4 pillars category.
Oh.
We've come up with 4 things.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have much of a topic, but I thought it might be a good way to talk a little bit more about WSX real quick for those that are maybe listening to us for the first time. And then we can pick our 4 risers and our 4 buys and our 4 sells.
Okay.
Who we think, obviously our buys are going to be wrestlers who we expect to win in the near future. And our sells, we expect wrestlers to keep losing or lose in the near future.
Okay.
So, do you want to explain WSX a little bit? Maybe 30 to 45 seconds, and give us while we can take turns thinking of our buyers and our sellers.
Yeah. WSX is a virtual stock exchange that I made. You can visit it in our Discord. The link is in the description down below. It costs zero real human money. Everything is fake and just generic. We call them Russell Stop Bucks or something like that, which you can actually. I give you 5,000 once you start it, but you can get more by doing our prediction league, which happens for the PLEs and stuff. If you get a right pick, you get so much, things like that. But anyways, it's like a stock market. So the wrestler's stock goes up or down based on if they win or if they lose. I'm in the middle of moving the database over to a much better database that will start taking into more things into consideration. So title defenses will start helping it, things like that, and other stuff too.
There's a lot going behind the scenes. But basically, wrestlers, the more they wrestle, the more they win. Their stock goes up. The more they lose, the less they wrestle. If they're injured for a long period of time, like a Rhea Ripley, her stock drops in price.
Yep.
So
yes, that's right, Jeff. Good job.
There we go. So, alrighty, I can't remember who picked first last week. Do you want to start with risers or fallers?
We'll start with risers.
Okay.
I think mine are going to be cheap answers, Jeff.
That's fine. We'll try and not pick the same too. Just
I don't think you're going to pick
overlap.
any of mine.
Okay, that's great. Go ahead. I'm going to base mine on realistic, not just my favorite wrestlers, but realistically who I think where we're going from here.
Yeah, I'm going to say if I were to buy a WSX stock today, this is who I would buy.
Yes.
Right now, I would buy Lil Yachty.
Okay, I was leaning that way as well. So for my first one, I'm going to go.
But why though?
What? Because you don't expect him to lose.
Correct.
You think he's gonna wrestle probably one time. He's gonna win, so you buy him at his lowest because he's never wrestled, and then you turn around and you flip him if he goes up $20, $30 a share, whatever. Then you get it's pure profit.
Yep. Good job.
And I think if he loses right now, he's at a minimum.
Well,
can he go down?
Yeah.
Can he go lower?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how the formula worked. So
Yep.
So on that same note, I'm gonna go with Big Cass. He's wrestled once. He won. He beat Javon Evans. I don't see him losing again anytime soon.
I think that's a tough one, Jeff. You know why?
Why is that?
Because you can't change your answer.
No, that's
But he wrestled his first match and he won.
Okay.
I see his next match being a DQ loss.
Okay. You think he'll DQ him? Okay.
Yeah.
Or Javon Evans attacks him to get revenge and gives him a DQ win.
That's possible. Yeah, you never know.
On that same note, because she hasn't had her first match yet, I assume we're going snake. We always go snake, but I'm going Blake Monroe. I think her stock's probably pretty low right now. She hasn't wrestled yet. She came out in her first appearance, was supposed to wrestle Julia, and she destroyed her before the match. So I don't think she's going to follow that up with a loss.
Actually, right now would be a great time to buy Blake Monroe because I'm pretty sure because it was a no contest, it still counts as a match wrestled.
Okay.
So I think
But the bell never rang. They never started the match.
Oh, that's true. I don't remember what it did.
Yeah.
She might be at like the low number.
Okay. But whether she's relatively low, I assume she's going to win several matches before she takes her first loss. So I would go with a Blake Monroe.
My turn?
Yes.
Jeff, I'm going to go with Tatum Paxley.
Okay. I'm assuming you're same thing, relatively new wrestler.
Relatively new. Now, I don't know if she wins on SmackDown coming up. I did avoid that spoiler. The only thing I looked at was to see if they announced any more matches for Sunday night's main event, so I could put the card up. But that was it. I didn't look at any results or anything like that. But she does wrestle on Sunday or on Friday. And I think she's going to be probably in a little win streak for a while and up until at least Survivor Series. So. Next one
up.
It's Snake, Jeff. It's Snake.
Oh yeah, you got to go back. Good. I'm still thinking over here.
Gosh.
Sorry, I was deep in thought over here.
Can I pick two for one?
Is it a tag team?
Yeah.
Sure.
OTM.
OTM. Okay. I was thinking about that as well.
I think
they
they're
don't
going to tear for a while.
Okay. The WWE tag team division is ready to be destroyed.
Yep. Although that could backfire. They could just get disqualified every time too.
That is true.
Yep.
That is true. So I'm going to go with Penta. I expect him to win this. I don't know, because he's going to win the tournament, but I'll probably lose against Roman Reigns. So let me back out a little bit. Let me back out of that one. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go out on a limb here. This is more of a long shot. I'm going to go all ego Ethan Page, because he did confront Chad Gable on Raw this week. He wants a shot at the Intercontinental title. We talked about how Chad Gable, the fans wanted him to win, but now that he won, what do they do with him? I could see him dropping the title to somebody young and up like all ego Ethan Page. So I'm going to go out on a limb there. Say that's a risky stock, but I think a championship win would be good for his stock.
All right. So that was 4-4, right? We each had 4?
No, I think we each got one more.
I had OTM, which is 2. Oh, that was 2. Okay. Yeah, that's 1.
Yeah.
Tatum Paxley. Yeah, I guess I did only do 3.
Okay. So let me think of one more who I want to go with. I'm going to go out on not another limb here, but Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has been back. Did he win this last match? I can't remember. No, he lost it. He lost to CM Punk.
Yep.
He's been back. He's won 1. He's lost 1. I expect him to maybe have a match with Sami Zayn and to beat Sami Zayn. So I'm going to go with Kevin Owens, because I can see him winning a couple matches in a row and maybe getting another title run here. So Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is a good one. And I will go with Randy Orton.
You think he's going to beat?
I think he's going to beat
Cody
Rhodes. I think that's what's going to spin Cody into craziness. And then I think he's going to go on and win a title.
Okay. Do you want to cover the cells, or do you want to save that till next week? Saving it till next week.
Yeah, we're running a little long here.
Yeah.
We're at about an hour. So,
okay.
Yeah, we can do that next week. Gives
us a little more time to do some research.
But yeah, definitely check out WSX. Check out Prediction League. Good stuff there. And then Dynasty coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and IQ as well. A couple things coming soon, Jeff.
Yep,
Things like crazy.
The database is being put together.
Now, I have new stuff behind me. I have new stuff over here that you can't see. There's new stuff down here you can't see.
Came in, it's a whole new studio. I was like, what's going on? New landscape of the Wrestle Stop.
Got some good stuff coming. Pretty excited about it. Other than that, thanks everybody for watching. Not watching, you're listening. Well, you might be watching if you're on Facebook. Or what's the other one? YouTube.
YouTube, yes, sir.
But if you're listening on Apple Music or Amazon or Spotify or Audible or any of the other ones, appreciate that. Make sure you give us a review. 5 stars, hopefully. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and hit the little subscribe button.
We'll be back next Wednesday. Next Wednesday,
Yep.
Shy Guy at 7 p.m. I'm sorry we have to leave you today, but we will be back.
Yes, next Wednesday, or 5.5 stars. That's what I like to see. But yeah, so that's about it. That's all I got. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you guys next week on Wednesday, Shy Guy. Wednesday.
Wednesday.